Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to Remember11, the Age of Infinity. It has been quite a few days since I've played this. I've been putting it off because getting all the final endings, it's going to be a bit of a task. Mr. Dawson has been nice enough to let me know uh, about what I need to do. It's a pretty convoluted way to do it, but kind of a cool way too. So this will be fun. Now, that is not it. Where's shortcut? Ah, there's shortcut. I have not looked at shortcuts at all. Oh, crap. I forgot something. I forgot something very important. Now, one crazy thing besides Keiko there, besides her, I do need to make a save right about here.
久しぶりだな。
Okay. Let's make a final save. Oh yeah, they only give you 60. That's right. I will save right there, number 60. I'll try to make sure not to save over it. Yeah, apparently the way it works is to if you get one ending on one person, it affects how the other route is. So you have to if you get a bad ending with Kokoro, you can't get past that point with Satoru, which will open up a bad ending with Satoru, which is pretty cool. Takes which takes a bit of work though to get it all unlocked. Plus, there's some that's a bit more complicated than just that. So, luckily though, loading up that save with Satoru, it'll reset it again to where both endings are open again. So, yeah. Let us see here. I don't know where to begin. Where the crap do I begin? It's on day 2. So, discrepancies. Okay. Now, I'm going to make different decisions than what I did before. And find more endings. Like, oh, well, right here's one. You should hold it in. Yep. As I thought, this is just too embarrassing. I decided to hold it, but that's so weird seeing that voice come out of him after being used to seeing Satoru hearing his actual voice. The urge to pee won't let up, like a constant knocking on my abdomen. In my abdomen. A grand, booming knocking, almost like the beginning of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. Wow. Is that the sounds that Satoru's kidneys make? It's kind of disturbing. Hopefully that's not the baton that he uses to orchestrate the orchestra. He get banned in many places for doing such things. Sweat drip from my body like rain. This is bad. This is really bad. Keep holding it. You're a trooper. You're a trooper, Kokoro. I pressed my inner thighs against the bed and buried my face in my pillow, trying to forget about it. Okay, let's try to think about those philosophy lectures I had so much difficulty with. Okay, that didn't sound good. My train of thought was interrupted almost immediately. I forgot against the imminent tidal wave heading my way. The tossed and turned, rolling across the bed. I have no clue what this affects, but this is hilarious. It's not healthy though, actually. It's not healthy to hold it in that bad. I'm just saying. I haven't had any personal issues with it, but a friend of mine, Mac, said he actually strained his bladder. I think he said strained, not sprained, didn't it? Because that would be kind of weird. Sprained, strained, sprained. I can't remember which one he said. Pretty sure he said strained, because sprain. What exactly is a sprain? Aren't muscles or ligaments involved or something in a sprain? Luckily, I've never had a sprain. I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging, buddy. Okay, I'm not bragging. I'm just pointing a fact there. Okay? People who brag about that sort of thing winds up within a week or two breaking something or doing exactly the thing that they said they've never had. I'm just pointing out a fact. Don't need to be corrected. Yeah, he said that it was very, very uncomfortable. So don't hold it in. Well, obviously hold it in for a while. You know, just don't be just like, hey guys, I know we're at this meeting, but I've got to pee. I don't really feel like waiting, so. Hey, you want me to clean this up now or wait till after the meeting? Writhing, I made my way toward the bathroom once again. If someone were to see me like this, I probably would never be able to get married. I tried not to think about it. If I even thought about it, I'd probably burst into tears. Made up my mind and lowered myself onto the toilet. Collapsed onto the bed, completely exhausted. Okay, well. I wonder if that's going to have any effect or anything on an ending. Like, what if somehow that affects Satoru's abilities or something? Like, he's in the middle of, like, fighting. Oh my gosh! Strain on the bladder, distraction, and stab, death. That'd be a really strange way to do it. Huh. Let's draw a snowman because, you know, why not draw a snowman? I mean, there's snow everywhere, you know. Let's go all out with our imagination and draw a snowman. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, and if it's going to be a snowman, the most important part is the eyebrows. Okay. What do you, only big thick eyebrows like pieces of seaweed can be called the proof of a real snowman. Because you know where there's places like seaweed, there's always snow to get seaweed from. Without wasting any more time, I started to draw. Okay. I'm guessing that that's going to be definitely affect how Satoru sees the note and stuff. Very, very interesting. Oops, wrong button. Okay, she's objecting to her grabbing for Uni's cup, I guess, huh?
まゆずみさん、多少は譲り合う気持ちとか持ったらどうですか？
刑法第37条、自己または他人の生命、身体、自由または財産に対する現在の危難を避けるためやむを得ずにした行為は。
That's a long string of sounds for that.
これによって生じた害が避けようとした害の程度を超えなかった場合に限り罰しない。ただしその程度を超えた行為は情状によりその刑を減刑しまたは免除することができる。緊急避難で知ってる？自分が死にそうな時は相手を蹴落としてもいいのよ。
それとこれとは違うでしょ。みんなで助け合っていかないと生きていけないですよ。
Mayuzumi glared at me hatefully. Instead, the intensity of that glare made me flinch
綺麗事は
intensely.
やめてよね。自分の食い物取られてムカつくってはっきり言えば。
Mayuzumi quickly stood up from the table and returned to the corner of the room. It seems that had become her territory. Slipping into the nest of blankets she built, Mayuzumi hugged her knees and was still. As if to comfort me, Yomogi placed his hand on my shoulder. Thus the meal, savage in comparison to those at Sphia, ended. It's probably not the wisest thing for Mayuzumi to point out something like that because she's kind of one person and against three. You know, they could overstep her. You know, especially Yomogi looks like he, could kick some butt. Okay. Can't remember what all these choices were, but yeah, I'll try the pineapple one. Sure.
南国情緒。
Uni placed the hard candy firmly in my hand. Somehow it felt as if we were in a candy store. Because, candy stores always only have 2 pieces of candy. If I remember right. Did he only have 2 pieces of candy? I wrapped the candy and tossed it into my mouth. It may have been a pineapple taste artificially produced by sweeteners, but it's very delicious.
そういえばココロンってパイン味は大丈夫なの
Uni smiled while popping the melon candy into his mouth.
大丈夫って嫌いなのかもって思って。どうして？ほら、酢豚のパインが嫌いって言ってたじゃない。あたし、パイナップルは好きだよ。嫌いになるのは酢豚に入ってる場合だけ。だって信じられる？パイのつもりで食べるとあったかいんだよ。しかも中華風ソースかかってるし、騙された気分。信じてた人の浮気現場見ちゃったみたいな感じ？そう、まさしくそんな感じ。
We both rolled the candy around in our mouths and
ねえ、
smiled.
ココロン。結婚しよっか。はあ？
Okay, I thought that was something he said before. Uni, you a clone?
Uni?
Which we already know that you're not.
こういうことを聞くのはすごく失礼かもしれないけれど、あなた以外に世界にもう一人ユニと遺伝子組成が完全に一致している存在がいると思う？
Ask Uni in a roundabout way. Uni exists as 2 people. The simplest solution would be if he were a clone. If he were a clone, that would take care of the contradiction of witnessing him both at Sphia and here.
つま
However,
り僕のクローンが、もしくは僕が仮にクローンだとして本物の僕がこの世界のどこかにいるかもってこと？
Uni finished his sentence after a pause and
気
asked
分
me,
を悪くさせていたらごめんなさい。別に気分を悪くしてなんてないよ。でも僕のクローンがいる可能性も僕がクローンな可能性も多分ないと思うよ。そもそもまだクローン自体この世界で 0. 数%未満しか存在していないと思うし。そんな人とこん
okay,
な雪山で一緒
I
に
think they
遭難す
literally
る可能性
translated
なんて
that.
限りなくゼロに近いと思わない？それもそうよね。ごめんな
It's
さい。
far more likely that the clone died in the plane crash than you being alive with him. I think is what he's saying.
ココロン、ちょっとごめんなさいって言い過ぎだよ。ありがとう。変な気遣いまでさせちゃってごめんね。
This cloning is so important in this series. I just had a really random thought. They need to have a fake comedian in these games that does like a. If you look in a mirror and then realize that there's no mirror there, you might just be a clone. Yeah, that'd be. Yeah, actually, that was kind of stupid. I'm pretty sure you could make an amusing joke about that, but that probably wasn't one of them.
もうだから。
If you got a more clever clone joke, then put it in the comments down below. It is a really overarching theme in these games. Yeah, I was fixing that. I couldn't remember the cloning part in Ever 17, but yeah, now I do. It's a very important part, actually. Now that I'm remembering it.
どうしてそんなことが気になったんだろうね。変な心。
An oddly precious smile on his face, and he said these last words and climbed up the ladder. There was a single reason I thought he had a clone, because I had witnessed two unis. If he doesn't have a clone, how else is it possible to encounter the same person in two places, both the shelter cabin and Sophia? You say, was it a clone? That's the case, and having an identical body over on the other side is impossible, isn't it? Oops. He said that Uni even had two bodies at the same time. Might be that I'm simply misunderstanding things. When I'm at Sophia, I have no idea what the situation is at the shelter cabin. When I'm in the shelter cabin, I have no idea what the situation is at Sophia. Okay, yeah. Already read that. These aren't being spaced out as much as I thought they would. The skibbity bits. Skibbity bits, yeah, that's what I said. Now there's the earthquake. Let's go to Tori's room.
私、ほとりちゃんの方見てきます。わかったわ。
Sumi ran toward Uni's
ほとり
room.
ちゃん、無事。
I came flying into Tori's room. Unable to endure the fear, Hattori was shivering in the corner of the room while moaning weakly. It wasn't a normal way of shivering. Her eyes were blank, her teeth were gritted, and she was shivering as if she were having convulsions. As if she had been thrown out onto the coldest ground.
怪我はない？
She grasped onto me as I asked, placing her cheek against my chest. She clung
わ
to
かっ
me.
たのね。もう大丈夫だから。
Hattori nodded, her lips quivering. I gently stroked her long hair, and with that, her
ほ
shivers
とりちゃんは
subsided.
無事だった？
Sumi had entered the room. She was gently holding Uni by the shoulder. Uni's face was blue, but it didn't seem as if he was
なんと
injured.
か無事です。
A somewhat relieved look had appeared on Natsumi's face, but her expression was still still.
よかった。でもまだ安心はできないわ。
どうしてですか？
津波が来ないとも限らないから。
津波？
The image of a tsunami in the sea during winter didn't connect immediately.
奥尻の地震では津波によって大きな被害が出たの。アオサギ島も地理的に同じような位置関係にある。橋。
僕たち死んじゃうの？
大丈夫よ。私が守ってあげるからね。最後までちゃんと。
津波を防ぐ手立てはないんですか？高いところに登るとか。時計台はどうかな。あそこなら。
Simi shook her head from side to side.
登る方法がわからないの。
え？わからない？
ええ。雪道くんなら知ってるかもしれないけど。
However, Satoru's personality isn't here
そ
right
れじゃ
now.
津波が来ないことを祈るしかないってこと？
そうなるわ。
Hmm. What was that? There was a thing. There was a flash of red. Oh, I keep forgetting which button is what. I mean, can of biscuits and Okay, talking about the biscuits. They might have normally been tasteless, but due perhaps to my hunger, they tasted delicious to me. The taste of the sesame seeds flavored them well enough, and I could even think of it as a high-class pastry in that way. The chamomile tea followed. A scent that reminded me of fruit tickled my nose.
なんでここに置かれているのがカモミールティーなのか。
鎮静作用があるって言ってましたけど、何か理由があるんですか？
合ってないような理由だけどね。カモミール
Okay, oops. Oh, it's doing. I have to. Oh, stop it! Stop it! Okay, I think yeah, she was trying to push him to leave. I think.
待ってください、よもぎさん。こんな吹雪の中出て行ったら。
止めるんじゃないわよ。せっかく助けを呼びに行くって言ってんだか
I
ら。
might have done this before.
助かるチャンスを不意にしないでよね。
Izumi puffed at her chest as if it were her own achievement.
前泉の言う通りだ。せっかく行く。
前世で悪い遊びでもしてたんじゃない？
I was just kidding him, but it seems the joke didn't go over too
そ
well.
の分、現世では真面目に生きてるつもりなんだがな。
Muggy shook his head as if saying, "Oh boy," and sat down in front of the stove. Okay, is this a bad ending then, or the flash? I can't remember if that flash was normal or not. Okay, looks like wasn't a bad ending. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed, and in the next one we'll continue trying to knock off some of these bad endings. See you in the next one, folks. Farewell.